Morning, everybody. Hey, I wanted to give you a really quick tutorial on Pixton. We have a lot of kinesthetic learners out there, so I'm sure you're just going to jump in and just kind of learn it on your own. But a couple features I wanted to show you. I'm not sure what it looks like on your screen, but you should have something that would say My Comics, and then you should have something that says Create a Comic. Okay, I'm going to show you mine that I did. I just want to show you a couple ideas. So this is the end product. Remember I told you you could use the narrator bar, and then you can see that I'm using a couple different dialogue text. And so the origin of Renium starts out with me in the classroom, and Kevin has something to do with it. Okay, so that's one idea. You can set it in modern times and then make it fit what you want. Or remember when I said you could use the setting? So I've got one that's set on a planet far away. I've got this character who is obviously not me. She has way cooler hair than me. She's talking to a Dr. Nodek, and he actually is one of the scientists, one of the physicists that identified rhenium. And so she's talking about a time machine. He says, yeah, soon you can go back to 1925. That's the year that she was isolated. The rhenium was isolated. And then here's my thought bubble, 1925. That was 300 years ago. Okay, so now we know the timing. And then Rhea finds herself strapped in Dr. Nodek's time machine, destination Germany, 1925. And so, boom, there she is, or there's the setting. And I actually have three physicists who isolated rhenium, or element number 75. So they're celebrating that they've done it. One of them, this guy right there, is named Otto. Let's share the news. We've isolated number 75. He says, you both go, I'll stay here, conduct more tests. They leave. Rhea pops in, and he says, who are you? Where did you come from? That's all I've got so far. You guys, these 9 slides took me about 2.5 hours to do, because it was a lot of me. I had the idea, I knew what I wanted to do, but it just took time to find the background and to figure out, the pose and what do I want to do. And so anyway, that's one of the reasons why I'm giving you guys an entire 7 days in class to work on this. So as the story is going to continue, Rhea is going to get into the radium, or element number 75, and then she's going to turn into rhenium, the evil villain that is my element. Okay, so how did I do this? I'm going to go ahead and have you guys go into create a comic. I'm going to just edit mine. And I want to show you a couple of things over here on the left-hand side. So first of all, you've got a lot of different things that you can work with. And like I said, I know that you all will be just jumping in. But these little boxes here just kind of give you the category. So there's a background category, and there's different scenes, and you can be a little bit more picky about if you want inside, or do you want outside, do you want in the city, and there's just tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of them. Okay, or you can go abstract, again, tons. You could look at the weather. You can drop in a picture, and this is how you're going to put your picture of your Bohr's atomic model for your element, and then also the periodic table tile. You're going to use that. Another category is the character. So it says in this comic. So right now I've got this one, but I've created all of these other ones, and I can edit the character that's in the comic, or I can add a new one. If I want to edit it, obviously you hit that. I'm going to go ahead and create a new slide. I'm just going to do this very quickly. I'm just going to grab something. For no reason, I'm going to have them at the beach. That's not right. I'm going to put them back here where they were before. And I'm going to drop in my character. So in this comic, I have Dr. Nodek and Rhea. That's great. You can add a person. If you add a person, I've noticed that this one is a little bit tricky. Go ahead and click on advanced and create your own new character. That works so much better than if you drag one in. And then you can pick any of the costumes, and those characters that showed up before will show up. You can add an animal. Okay. I found out down here that there's something called an extra. Well, I'll show you that in a second. So the focus is, we can make a dramatic focus. This is how you can kind of change how they're, if they're both, let's say they're both standing and talking, I can change. If you click on each character, you can change their position. So I can make him stand to the front like that, or I can make him turn to the other way. So that's the direction that they're facing. And then these are all different actions that he can take. Their words. Basically, if you want anything to do with your characters, I found if you just click on the character and then come over here. So I can make Rhea say something with a speech bubble, or I can do the caption type effects, faces. Here's the expression. And you can kind of go, let's say maybe she's really scared. So it'll pull up those expressions for you so you don't have to go through and look at all of them. Eye direction, if I just want to change the direction that she's looking. And then actions. So here's our body pose. Okay. I can make them hold something, and I can make some effects happen. This is kind of fun if you want your superpower to come in to play. And then also I thought this was kind of cool. If your element is invisible, you can use one of these to kind of signal that your character is invisible. And then this one here, just some extras. So there are literally thousands of different creatures that you can put in. One of you guys had a dragon. Somebody was talking about using a dragon. And so if I just type in what I'm looking for, then it'll pull it up. And so you can put that in. That'd be kind of cool. The colored filter, that's what I did here on this side, on this panel. I used the color feature just to be kind of crazy and do something different. And then graphics. So I don't know if you need any of those. Okay. And then the last little section, you have to kind of just get in here and then move it up. But then the last section is light. So I can make something a little bit brighter. I can make it a little bit darker, whatever you want. Okay. I'm going to just let you guys get in there and work. That's what you're going to want to do. So good luck. And if you have any questions, I'll be back this afternoon. Okay. You can come in and ask me during guided study. All right. See you later.